Shalom. This is Daniel Stern coming at you from the Nativia Prayer Hall in Jerusalem. And today I would like to talk to you about wartime, routine, normalcy, and how do we live. Well, of course, on Black Saturday, October 7th, this war started, and it was a shock and awe assault which put the country into shock. And since then, it's been very hard for anyone to function normally. Children are not going to schools. People are not going to work. 360,000 reservists were called up. Many people are restricted from going to their offices due to where they live and what blockades are in their way, and so on. Most of the stores in the country are still not operating at full capacity. The majority of restaurants are closed. Hotels are being used to house refugees, and even they are having a hard time. Yesterday I spoke to the manager of 2 hotels here in Jerusalem, and he is housing 2,000 refugees. One hotel with refugees from the south, one hotel with refugees from the north, and he's doing it with a skeleton crew, which means they are not washing the sheets as often, the food options are much more limited. Basically, they've converted into a small city. Also, he has to arrange for social workers, for medical staff, and it's very different from the normal situation. So, obviously, you've also seen that flights have been canceled, outgoing flights are difficult, incoming flights are difficult, people can't get anywhere, people are stuck all over the world, there are rescue flights, and the question is this normal? Is this routine? When will things go back to normal? The supermarkets have much less stock, they're very empty. Is that because things were purchased for soldiers? Yes. Is that because people are stocking up for their bomb shelters? Yes. Is that because supply is limited? Yes. Is it because the drivers, who many are Arabs, are restricted from coming to work due to where they live? Yes. There are many, many changes, but that is what war does. That is what wartime does. And we need to understand that this war, unlike previous short-term operations in the past, will not end quickly. This war will continue for weeks, for months, and maybe a little longer. Now, of course, as time goes by and as the war becomes more zone restricted, then it will we will see some things return to normal. For example, more flights will start coming in once we know that we have destroyed the Hamas's ability to shoot missiles towards the airports. And once foreign airlines feel comfortable sending flights to Israel. So as time goes by, this will improve. Likewise, more supplies will come in. Children will start going back to schools. Already next week, there's a new system in place where different children will spend 1 day a week at school and the rest over Zoom. The reason it's only 1 day is so there are less children at the schools and they can be closer to the bomb shelters and they can fit into the bomb shelters. But as time goes by, more and more things will get back to normal, air quotations, because nothing in Israel is ever normal. We need to disconnect from watching too much news. We need to do more exercise. I know that I do. We need to spend time with friends. Last night, I watched a sporting event with 2 friends. Unfortunately, the fighters that I backed in the event all lost, but that's life. I still had fun. We need to pray together. We need to intercede. We need to read the Bible, more so than usual. We need to do things that benefit our soul. We need to do art. We need to create. Each person needs to do what helps them maintain their inner balance. And I want to encourage you, besides every time I tell you, share these videos, share the news, support Israel, pray for the IDF, I want to encourage you to care for yourself, to maintain your health. If it involves going to a pool, if it involves going to a sauna, if it involves a cup of tea on the porch, whatever you need to do to care for yourself is twice as important when the world around us shakes, when the world around us is unbalanced. So God bless you all, care for yourselves, and support Israel. Help our soldiers, help our people, help Israel.